Hello, Ian here, Breadstick Gaming TV, and welcome to the first episode of my Metro Last Light Redux walkthrough. Now, for those of you who don't know about my channel, I like to try and match up older games that I used to play, as I'm an older gamer, used to game back in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s, to more modern games today. Now, the reason this channel came about is my 8-year-old son. He's started gaming now, and he's always telling me how great the games are today, and I've shown him some of my old games and he's always complaining about how rubbish they look. You know, poor graphics and terrible audio and jerky movement and low FPSs. And I told him, look, older games may not have had the graphics that modern games today, but they had some really good gameplay, and actually I think they match up pretty well to modern games today. So the channel came about because I wanted to see what modern games were about, because I don't game anymore, and are they as good as the games that I used to play, and also to show you guys about older games that you may not consider. You may think they look rubbish because, yeah, they don't look great compared to the games that you play today. So that's where the channel came from, really. And so my first matchup is this game, Metro Last Light Redux, against my favourite game of all time, still to this day, which is Half-Life 2. And you'll hear a lot of gamers of my sort of age, I'm in my 40s now, who will bang on about Half-Life 2 like it's the second coming. And it was an amazing game. So I thought, let's try and find a game that I can match up with, and hopefully a game that's better than Half-Life 2, because I don't want to be 60 years old and still going on about how great that game was. So, I know very little about Metro Last Light. I chose it because it came up well on the forums. People spoke very highly about it, said it was a bit like, you know, Half-Life in very plot driven. So I thought I'd give it a go and see what it's like. So as I said, I know very little about it, and looks like the game started, and looks like we've got an introduction. So let's have a listen.
We, meaning yours truly, and two of my friends. Whose idea was it to visit the abandoned station? Who persuaded the others to go? I always tell them that I don't remember. I always lie. It is a safe lie. Or there is no way to ascertain the truth. Both Vitaly and Eugene are dead now. The massive airlock doors shrugged and opened with a grinding sound, opening a road to hell for us, and a road into the metro for the demons. But in fact, it all started that day, when Mother said we should take a walk in the botanical gardens, and go there by metro. I remember how we took a short escalator to the surface, how we exited a spacious glass pavilion, and saw a street buried in green. I remember the smoke clouds moving across the limitless sky, and soft, cool wind on my face. Mother bought me an ice cream. That was the last time I tasted it. That day, humanity was executed. The righteous and the sinful were called to be rendered according to their deeds. And we hid from God's sight in the metro, and we were saved from his wrath. And he apparently decided that flushing us out wasn't worth the trouble. Then he went about his business, or perhaps died, while we stayed on this used up and discarded earth and continued just going with it, going nowhere. I remember so many random, unnecessary things, yet I don't remember the most important one. My mother's face. She died very soon after the war started. All that remains of her is that day in the gardens. How I wished I could recall her face. The way she looked at me. The way she whispered that I have nothing to fear. I'd sell my soul just to recall that. I'd do that any day, any time. And I did.
Well, I now have the introduction to Metro that said I knew nothing about this game really at all. So anyway, that was a useful introduction. So, okay, so all out nuclear war, the world's pretty much destroyed. I now live in a metro, and I can't remember my mum's face. I think that pretty much sums it up. So let's get started. Two different modes. Survival. With ammo and filters in short supply, deadlier combat and more challenging stealth, survival style offers players the original survivor horror orientated experience of Metro 2033 with an emphasis on resource management and tense combat. Sounds good. Enjoy the more forgiving combat and stealth experience of Metro Last Light when Spartan style is selected. Perfect for players who like faster paced, more action orientated gameplay. Ammo filters and other resources are also more plentiful. I think I'm gonna go tough, guys. I'm gonna go survival. It seems more like the type of style I like to play. I may regret this decision. If this doesn't work out, I may start the game again and choose Spartan, but let's go survival. And I think we'll just go normal. Since, you know, I'm not as young as I used to be and my reactions aren't as quick as they were, I think I'll just go normal on this. Okay.
The Dark Ones came much later, from the garden's direction. The Dark Ones, huge, towering a full head over the highest man. Nightmarish creatures, creepy as a man turned inside out. Monsters born to destroy us. The word was they were incredibly strong and unnaturally evil. That with bare paws they could tear armed men apart. That's all lies. Truth is even scarier.
Okay, so looks like nuclear war created some nasty dudes to confront. So let's see who these people are.
Well, I used to live nearby. Before the war, I mean, up there. I was on the train when it happened. I tried calling my family, but couldn't get through. What the? What happened? Shit!
Okay, so looks like we got our first encounter.
Shit!
There's things moving up there. So the game looks lovely. Oh, hello. Where'd you come from? These things don't die too easily. Oh dear. Looks like I killed my friends. Well, that wasn't a good start, was it? Now I've got blood on my hands. Ah. Good looking fella, isn't he?
Artyom, wake up, Artyom. It's me, Khan. Nightmares, eh? No
Whew, just a nightmare.
you've been through. Listen, I have incredible news. A couple of days ago, I was near the ruins of the Dark One's hive, and I saw one of them, still alive. I immediately set out to find you, as you were the one they tried to contact, before you launched the missile strike against them.
Khan, how the hell did you get here? Get out, now!
Yes, Ullman, one moment. If a Dark One has survived, it is vital that you try to speak with it, Artyom. I realize that, as one of the Order now, you report to Miller. But we must persuade him to allow this mission.
Khan, I told you to get out! This is a classified base. You shouldn't even be here. I'll take you to Colonel Miller. Follow me, Artyom.
Get ready, Artyom. I'll be waiting at the exit.
Move it, you windbag.
I knew a smoker once. During the last year of his life, he had to eat, drink, and breathe through a tiny hole in his throat.
Well, a bit like Half-Life so far. Artyom, the protagonist in this game, doesn't seem to say much. So very Gordon Freeman in that respect. E. What can I do with E? Turn the light on and off. What's this then? Okay, so this is how you interact with your environment. Okay, so very much like controls, very much like Half-Life.
We found this place a while ago, but they still can't get used to it.
Strange place, this D6. I didn't know they ever built bunkers this large.
The story is, construction started in Stalin's time and went on until the USSR broke down.
Got a bit of a Kumbaya guitar experience going on here. Very nice, keeping the troops relaxed and happy. I have to say, it looks superb,
Couldn't reach it in time.
and the graphics are just
It stood for 30 years until our guys stumbled on it.
out of this world.
Everything
Detail
inside was
and
intact. Weapons, medicine,
so M to
like finding buried treasure, eh?
I suppose it's nice down here since they got the reactor working. The lights, the heat, but still it
okay.
doesn't feel
What did I do there?
like it's too damn
Not
good.
entirely sure.
Quit whining. It's a gift from your ancestors. Enough to survive down here for decades. Maybe until the world out there will take us back.
Привет, Artyom. Artyom was one of the men who found D6. They gave him a ranger's badge on the spot.
Yeah, it's nice for him. I had to spend 2 years as a cadet before they accepted me into the order.
Okay, so off this way. Quite know how to get rid of this. Okay, modern games, my friends, modern games. Just too much for me. There we go.
I thought he was in the hospital from the attack on the Great Library.
Discharged last week, so his squad is sent through the marshes to the George base. And come on, you have 5 more sets of 30. Makes it there alive.
You're shitting me. Doing good. The rest of the group wiped out?
The marshes are easy.
Look at those 2 rookies. Pathetic. No wonder the colonel ordered training time double.
Everyone likes a good chit chat, don't they?
What could take a whole squad?
And doesn't look like the best of conditions to live in either.
Since then, he doesn't eat, doesn't react to people. He just speaks to God.
Ah, weapons.
Hello, Artyom. Welcome to the armory. I hear you're a ranger now, huh? We must get a drink sometime to celebrate.
Oh yes,
Now, let's get you equipped.
have some vodka.
First things first. You're going to need a gas mask. You can't make a step on the surface without a gas mask. It's been 20 years and the radiation's still strong enough in some places to boil water. There are hot spots down here in the metro too.
Okay. Alright, okay, so I need to pick it up.
Don't forget filters for the mask. Sure, it looks cool enough even without these, but they definitely make it better for your health.
Got it?
Now medkits. Well, what can I say? Anything you need for survival in a stylish orange case. Here's
Nice.
your advance salary for this month. Remember,
Oh, money as well.
pay is in military grade rounds.
Oh.
Sure, you can use them as usual ammo for some hefty extra damage, but saving them to buy guns, attachments, regular ammo and equipment from merchants anywhere in the metro seems like a smarter move.
Okay, so hold tab to open the weapon ammo selection menu. Okay.
Alright, now to the good stuff, huh? Let's get you some guns. Take the ones you want and try them out on my range.
Okay, so looks like we can just choose the guns we want. Let's have
Rangers usually carry up to 3 weapons, Artyom, and the choice of those is completely up to you.
okay, so deselect. Okay, so we've got lots of different weapons to choose from. Rifle, accurate and powerful, true long distance. Kalash. Classic pre-war assault rifle. Despite being very common, it's held in very high regard in Metro due to its reliability and performance. Got it? RPK. This classic pre-war light machine gun has great range and is very precise, at the same time being able to handle long bursts. Sounds good. Bastard. That sounds like a good gun. This makeshift SMG has a high rate of fire which makes it overheat and jam rather rapidly, hence the weapon's name. That doesn't sound too reliable. The buckshot firing heavy machine gun is deadly at close range, but eats through ammo at high pace and does not accept silencers. Any more? What's this? The Shambler. The revolving shotgun is very effective at close range and stays so even at medium range, but takes quite some time to fully reload. Revolver, a simple and reliable weapon produced in Metro. Has great stopping power but kicks like a mule. Okay, so I think we need something a bit long distance. So let's choose that.
Make sure you take a close range weapon with that one. Rifles are good for long range targets. Don't get caught with your pants down and creeps up behind you.
I think Kalash or RPK. I'm going to go for RPK, I think. And then I don't think I'm going to go for the bastard. Oh, I missed that. Absats. This buckshot firing heavy machine guns, don't it? Oh, no, I did. Between the Shambler and the Revolver. Go Shambler.
Guns are always good for stopping power at close range. Just don't go trying to snipe with one.
Okay.
Alright, Artyom. Head over to my range and try out those guns. Come back if you want to try a different gun.
Okay, so we need to go to firing range. There's firing range. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 to fast switch. Okay, so here we go. Okay.
Armor dummy. Notice the difference? It's going to take more bullets to penetrate that armor. Look for sparks to know when you're armor target. Try a headshot.
Oh, missed. Good start.
Notice the difference?
Yep.
Those are the basics. You can keep practicing if you want, or head on up to the briefing.
Let's try the long range one. Okay, so that's more of a gun sight when you right click the mouse. Okay, got it. Got some more ammo.
You're not to disclose the fact that T6 has been found
We're gonna get irradiated here for damn sure.
No way, the base is clear. At least the part we're in. They've checked it.
Yesterday, the commander and I checked the doors.
Oh, okay. Personal space, mate.
Some are welded
I
shut.
need to get so close.
Few that look like they were locked from inside.
So what?
So there's radioactive shit behind some of those doors. Hot enough to bake an egg.
Can't remember the last time. I ate.
They're really selling light outside, aren't they?
There's a reactor here, right?
On the other side of the facility. I'm not sure it's safe here. Maybe this place wasn't designed as a shelter.
What else?
Miller's calling the group leaders in. There's going to be a big assembly.
Okay, they're just chit-chatting, so let's move this on.
An expert on hell and its... Pay no attention to this clown, Alex. Open the gates.
Have you heard about Lesnitsky?
What are you talking about?
Check with the guards at the lab.
What the hell did he do? All right, let's go.
Okay.
The tombs of ancient kings were filled with whatever they might need in the afterlife. Weapons, gold, chariots. They'd sacrifice their wives and slaves to serve their lords even in death. Reminds me of this bunker.
Cut that shit out.
Cannot on here. Looks like
The
it.
things in D6 are like what the Conqueror took with him beyond the grave. Gold steel, and wild steeds, and treasures untold. Of course, the Tomb Raiders would always die horribly, killed by demons or ghosts, or their own greed.
Khan, will you shut up or what? Hey, I heard that Lesnitsky did something. What happened?
Nobody knows. Lesnitsky was at the lab. When the night shift came, the door was open and the lab ransacked. Lesnitsky was gone.
Oh dear, poor Lazinski.
What's inside?
Chemical weapons, maybe some other shit. That's all I heard.
Very sweary, these people.
The colonel's going to
I like the S word a lot.
because of Lesnitsky. A red hot poker right into my soul. If I still have it. Alright, let's go.
Where are we going? This way.
We might control D6, but it's like
Dude moves slow. Oh
all the
yeah.
bunkers, the nooks and crannies and exits. Still, they base the order green to find it.
Guys just came back from the ring. They say cancer is strengthening the sentry points along the whole line, especially the ones close to the Nazis.
Any weapons I can pick up here? Doesn't seem like it.
Over what?
Hey, anyone know what the buzz is about? Why the summons?
Grumman, take these guys to Miller. They've been summoned.
Yes, sir.
Alright, go on in. I'll wait here. When you've gone, I'll speak to Miller.
Okay. I seem to be in some sort of
The bombing of the Dark Ones may have been
holding
humanity's
area?
worst mistake. What if they meant us no harm, but were trying to communicate? Perhaps the severe pain and loss of consciousness suffered in their presence just meant we were incompatible. Machines with different wiring. But somehow you, Artyom, have the common wire. The connection with the Dark Ones. Yes, people died at Exhibition, your home station. Hunter, the best of the Order, is most likely dead as well. And he taught you this. If we don't fight for our lives in this new world, we'll be devoured. It is the law of evolution. But I would argue, the old laws no longer apply.
Ah, so it looks like I have some sort of special connection with these Dark Ones.
Artyom, and you, Guy, you have something to report?
Yes, Colonel.
Let's keep it short then.
I located the surviving Dark One at the gardens.
What? One of those things is still alive?
Luckily, yes.
Luckily! Come, this is utter madness. The Dark Ones were the greatest threat the Order's ever faced.
Colonel, just give me a chance. A single Dark One is no threat. Artyom has a gift. I believe he can establish contact with the creature. Let him come with me.
All right.
I'm like a Dark One whisperer.
Go with Khan to the gardens. And
I can
locate the
communicate with the Dark Ones.
Send a sniper.
Is that really a skill you want in life? Hey, I'm Artyom. I can communicate with Dark Ones. I think that might get me locked up.
Finish the Order's job.
Miller, you can't! It's murder!
Restrain him.
You idiot! You're making the same mistake that...
We're done here. Escort Khan out of here.
They don't get on, do they?
It's your last chance for forgiveness! For getting rid of the nightmares! Ah.
Forget about Khan. Looks like he got close. Too close to the creature and lost his mind. Look here, Arthur. Complete the mission, and get back here quickly. A war is coming, and I'll need every ranger at his post. Now on your way.
Okay.
So, what are you waiting for? Come along, Rabbit.
Rabbit? What's that? Some like cute nickname.
If it's true that the Dark Ones can sense you, maybe you could draw it out from hiding so Anna can have a clear shot. But do me a favor. Don't let the Dark One get... And don't forget to finish it with a headshot. We now suspect Lesnitsky is a sleeper, but we haven't verified...
I must do what Hunter demanded of me, what Miller ordered me, what Anna expects of me. I must prove to them all that I deserve to be one of them, to be one of the Order's fighters, to dedicate my life to the protection of humanity, the protection of the Metro. This mission is tailor-made for me. I am the only one impervious to the influence of the Dark Ones. Perhaps I was born to rid humanity of them once and for all, and now I am one step from fulfilling that task. So why am I so uneasy? Because maybe the Dark Ones are not as bad as all that, and just because we can't understand them.
Don't tell me you believe that bullshit about making peace with the Dark Ones.
Of course I do.
I wish I had been up in that tower myself to see the missiles fall and watch them burn in their nests.
God, you're not very friendly, are you?
Come on, Rabbit. Would
Rabbit.
you let those things into the Metro? Let them crawl into our brains so they could use us like animals. Maybe we could mate with them, so the children could live on the surface and feed off the radiation. Shit. You don't shake hands with the devil.
But what if the devil's trying to help us? Hey, haven't thought about that, have you? Lady. He keeps calling me Rabbit. Rabbit.
Alright, hop in like a good little...
Oh, Rabbit again. I've just about had enough of her already.
Well, we've worn this place out. Let's move.
Just a year ago, I stood on top of the TV tower and saw missiles rain on the botanical gardens, turning the flesh into ashes, smelting metal and glass. Nobody and nothing could survive that inferno. Yet Khan did find a Dark One there. Now my mission is to find and eliminate it. To finish what I started.
Okay. Time to try and kill a Dark One. Oh, here we go. I'm moving a bit quicker now.
In the past, trains were ordinary things, but now
Let's
this
crouch.
magic, doesn't it? Our kids won't know how to operate these things, and their kids will probably think this was built by the gods.
We've reached the station. This is part of the secret Metro 2 line. We haven't explored these tunnels. Can't spare the time or manpower, so don't wander off. I'll try to put some juice in the system and get the lights on. Use your flashlights in the meantime.
Right, you ready? Let's move.
Watch yourself, the doors are closing.
So, this game looks like it's going to be very atmospheric. It's all quite dark. No lights. We're in a spooky metro.
That's a good sign, Rabbit. Maybe we'll have luck with
Rats.
this mission too.
Yeah. Not the sort of place I want to be, really. Hello, Mr. Rat.
Power's working. Open the gate. I'll cover the passage.
Okay, how do I do that then? Okay, there we go.
Great. You did fine after all.
Yeah, I can flick a switch. Even rabbits can do that.
All clear. Move out.
This isn't going to go well, is it?
Alright, the map shows a collector entry point ahead.
These people aren't doing well, are they? Blood on the walls.
Move. I'm following.
Oh, I get to open the door first, do I?
right. There's a dead end on the left. Something alarmed them. Stay sharp.
Will do. There we go.
Shit, that thing's fast.
Sure is.
I don't think we'll run into anything serious here.
That looked pretty serious to me.
Great, the ladder. It's just a little more walking. Then we'll see if you're rabbit or man. Surface, put your mask on.
Okay, that's the mask on.
Quit looking at my ass. It's way out of your reach, rabbit.
No, you're not my type, love. Especially as you keep calling me rabbit. It's making me feel very inferior.
Give me a hand here.
I like the water droplets on the mask. That's very nice. You don't get that in older games.
Let's go to the main entrance.
That type of detail.
There's a good shooting position there. I can cover a lot of territory. You're supposed to be immune to their what? Influence? Well, I don't have your gift. So hop along, rabbit.
I'll hop you in a minute.
Head on in and look for the creature. I'm thinking that since the Dark Ones are so fond of you, it'll sense you, or smell you, or whatever the fuck they do. Come from hiding. Just try to stay in the open so I can cover you. We'll maintain
Nice.
radio contact.
Okay, G to wipe your mask. Ah, like that too. Nice touch.
And if you have second thoughts, don't worry. I'll do it. Okay then. Good luck.
Right, what am I doing? Sorry, I wasn't concentrating. Keep calling me rabbit. Oh, I'm bait. Nice. Oh, I guess I'm a rabbit. Okay, I guess have a look around. Draw out. Oh, hello. Hello, Dark Ones. Where'd the other dude go?
That howl was bad luck. Get ready for more. Another 3. Let's do it.
Where are they coming from? Hello, 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 hello. Get out of it. Where are the others?
Look, there's more in the reef.
Well, they move pretty fast. I'm good.
Hey, you alright?
I'm still alive.
You're doing a decent job. Maybe you're more than a rabbit after all.
Okay, Q to use a medkit.
There's something at the edge of the crater. A tree is blocking my view.
So, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there for today. I think that was a good introduction to Metro. Got an idea of what it's like. Hopefully I can save it at this point. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that was a good little introduction. The game seems really atmospheric. Some nasty creatures, and yeah, I think this seems very plot driven, and a bit like Half-Life 2, my favourite game, where not so much on the cutscenes, the story goes through the gameplay, so I like that as well. So I'll carry on playing and let you know my thoughts as I go on. But yeah, if you like this video, then please give me a like and if it's the first video you've seen of mine, then think about subscribing as well. So until next time, see you all later. Cheers, bye.